GDFL. This is as close as they'll get to a premiership this year. And even look at Cole Evil at Anarchy. They don't even have a Colts team, and yet this is his one Colts game. He's going to make the most out of it. And he's been impressive so far, as have a few of the players who are going to be around this ball, just under the, just in front of the, well, call it the grandstand, the balcony. So we'll have the, we'll have all the stoppages there.
Looks like it's a kick here to the Central Highlands as they go into attack up. Oh, one hand for beginners. Picked up by Tristan Hughes. He comes out wide towards the centre wing, trying to find his teammate there, and that looked like it was Lachlan Sharp. He gets the ball over to his teammate there for the GDFL in Cadman. He can't get it out. The GDFL go into attack, but strong mark taken there by looks like Rowan Clampett, or Isaac Bauer. Bauer goes out wide, finds his teammate in Tony Liverier. He gets the ball forward, picked up there by the Highlands. They get the left boot onto it, high up into the air. Up they fly for the guest media, Ronnie Brain Pie. As the ball comes out wide, here's a chance for the Highlands. Going in hard there is the little fellow there, and it looks like Cameron Lovick. He can't get the ball out. The GDFL come out through the agency of, that looked like it was young Ricky Kennedy.
Well, Kennedy's kick, the Bannockburn variety, only got as far as their opponents, and they've got a turnover. It's a one-on-one in the square, minus score. So that brings Central Highlands 4 goals, 4, I believe, Brian, 28.
Yep.
Leading by 4 points now, and this seems to be the scoring end, the southern end.
Yeah, the breeze is picked up here at the foot of the Mount Banang over there in the background. The magnificent Mount Banang.
That's Banang. Okay, so where's Bunningyong? Is that behind the goals?
Bunningyong's round to the left. That's Banong.
Banong.
Not Bunningyong.
Banong. Oh, unfortunately, I'm not up to scratch with my vocabulary of the natives here, but
I did a geography test around the ground and I've got a bit of information, so we're going all right.
Oh, you're the best in the business, Cogs. Until then, we need the business of our defenders in the GDFL to get it out of there, and they will via the agency of a free kick. So the kick's there by Cadman, the captain. He spent a bit of time on the second quarter on the bench, resting up, composing himself, and when he finds his teammates like that, obviously it paid off. Unfortunately, the kick goes into a contest, but they're on here. Ebel gets the kick towards forward. Now there's two men in the forward square, one from each region, and it's scooped up. Nyak's got it. Nyak gets the handball to Fletcher. Fletcher handballs it. Umpire says Highlands ball.
Paid a throw. And hold on.
And 50-metre penalty.
Looks like it could be a 50.
Now who would that have been against? No, it's not a 50.
Don't know what the umpire's doing.
We might have an injury. Yep, someone's come off the ground. Attended to.
The blood rule, I think it is, Alex.
Yep. Unfortunately, we can't see our that end of the ground due to reasons. So it's going to be picked up on our broadcast wing by Nick Martin of Learmonth. His kick finds his teammate immediately, or a bit of a tussle there with Cole too, but the teammate in Brett Maher, who's also the vice-captain, he gets the long kick down. Chip kick. No, that wasn't me calling, Cogs. That was just my suggestion. Unfortunately, no one was listening, but now you've got a one-on-one and a beautiful mark by Chesterman, just showcasing what he learnt at the Western Jets. His kick is on the right. Here you go, Fletcher's there. How many times have we heard that in Division 2? Chesterman to Fletcher. Unfortunately, Fletcher couldn't quite get it, and now it's scooped out there. First by Sangster, then he found his teammate there in Coon from Clunes, and he finds another teammate on the outer wing. He kicks it towards. Unfortunately, it was made it difficult for Bowen, but he gets his kick away eventually. Now it's a 2-on-1 to the Raiders' advantage, but too much space in the forward line for the forward. That's scooped up there by Rowan Clampett. And
terrible kick.
It was a terrible kick, Cogs, but just that not so much the accountability by the Raiders could have, let him have a chest mark right in front of goal. They would have been composed. And look, they're on here, the Highlanders. They know they've let the Raiders back into the game. They've got to put themselves back in front. But here's the Raiders. They're going to go for the third lead change of the game if Fletcher can hold on to this, which he almost does. Oh, he could have just put the block on there for his teammate. Couldn't quite do it. And his teammate, who I forgot to mention, is actually Lockie Sharp, Cogs, former Bell Park, now Bannockburn
boy.
brought to the ground.
I think the umpiring's been pretty consistent with that decision, dropping the ball. I don't mind that.
So it's marked there, half-back by Jack Treeweek from Learmonth. We've called a few Learmonth boys on this wing. Now Jordan Edwards, almost had the ball, goes for the block. It's picked up by GDFL's Tommy Schwennerson, who eventually found his teammate, and now we've got a mark in the centre by one of the Central's boys. He kicks it towards Cornwall. Nevada's watching in the background. The father-son combo who played seniors a few years back. Oh, beautiful kick. Finds the chest right in front of goal of Lockie Sharp, who we mentioned. So late last year, Bell Park had a GFL training there, and a goal here for the new Bannockburn Junior. I think will put us in front, Cogsy.
Yes, it will. Oh.
But what's better than a goal? An unselfish pass to Nyack, who will be the GDFL's first multiple goal kicker of the afternoon. I'm penciling it in now. But I also penciled him there at the start of the game, and I put the Moz on him.
I think you might have put the Moz on him, Alex.
Let's see how we go.
Comes in, puts it on its way.
Never in doubt.
Straight over the goal umpire's head.
So the GDFL are now 4 goals, 6-30, and they have the lead over the Central Highlands, 4-4-28. So goal kickers, Nyack's got 2. Ben Taylor's got a goal.
And Elia
Tazagarakis. That definitely was him. It wasn't Tristan Hughes. No. So that brings us to 4. And that's it, because we've only got 4 goals. And then a host of behinds. I think Ben Taylor's, you could actually highlight, he's kicked about 1 goal, 3 at this point in the game. And now he goes for the ruck. Almost won it. Now there's a host of talent that could be rounded. Cornwall almost had it again. There you go. There's Hughes on that occasion, wasn't it?
Tristan Hughes got it out wide, found his teammate out there, and that looks like Chesterman. Chesterman passes towards centre forward. Good lead. Play on Secor going in hard there for the young Brett Maher, who's been a great player today for the Central Highlands, the vice captain. Stacks on the mill. The umpire says ball up.
Right in front of the Danny Frawley Pavilion. I think he had, up until this season, Cogs, Danny Frawley had played the most games as St Kilda captain, but I believe Nick Rewalt has just surpassed him on that front. Both champions of the Saints. Unfortunately, neither of them with the premiership medal as players. So the ball's brought in. Now, Nyack again. He's kicked 2 goals. Almost had his teammate there in Hughes. Few butterfly fingers, but Edwards finds Nyack again. Nyack's got Fletcher in the square if he can hold the mark, which he does. Oh! Rushed behind, but that's okay. Gives it that behind, just adds to the breathing space. So 4 goals, 7 the Raiders. 31 currently lead Central Highlands 4-4-28. Back to a 3-point margin. And looked to be intercepted, but the intensity of the Highlands wingman just kept the ball back to stalemate. Umpire says he was holding him, so the Highlanders in front of their opposition bench will get the kick away. Now we've got 1 player on the ground. He's right there.
It's Andrew Milroy's got the kick at half back.
So Milroy's kick only as far as Nyack, and I'm telling you, Cogs, he's a contender. He is a contender.
It's attack Nyack.
So his kick finds Fletcher again. Couldn't quite get it. Edwards is onto it. We've seen him do this so many times for the Belmont Lions.
Oh, and it's hit.
But you know what, Cogs? That's a stoppage right in front of goal. All it takes is Fletcher to hit it behind him and for Edwards to quickly try again, kick a goal. You've also got, Lockie Sharp's up there. He's had a few opportunities. This could be a great opportunity for the Bannockburn Tiger to find goal. So, again, wasn't quite the tap they wanted, but they've trapped Central Highlands. Whatever Jeff Tchaikovsky told the boys at halftime is working for the Raiders. Look at their pressure. Now it's being chased there by Kyle Hay, the Belmont line, and Kyle O'Toole. Both Kyles. Kyle O'Toole just whack. Rowan Clampett of Gordon into the fence. Bit over-exaggerating on my part, but we like to add theatre for those watching at home, Cogs.
No, that's right. It was. They've lifted again, the GDFL. They're playing really good football.
Well, I'll tell you who's playing really good football. Tidat Nyack with a nice big tap third man up, Mark Blitzarv style. Now it's scooped up. Umpire says, play on, advantage. So here we go. We've got a one-on-one. Sakarakis from Werribee again. Unfortunately, got his eye off the ball for a second, and his opponent who plays for Learmont, as I keep saying, Jack Treewick, gets his kick right in front of us, right below us, I should say, for the camera angle to Andrew Milroy from Bungaree, one of a few Bungaree players playing on their home ground. He kicked it to a contest. A few players almost had it. Now it's Nyack. I'll keep saying his name because he probably is the favourite for the medal after this last 12 minutes. Chesterman, another contender, gets a long kick, almost found Cornwell, and now it's play on to the advantage of Josh Mitchell of Creswick. So Mitchell, he finds his teammate there in Strengths from Skipton. And he skips away to put it on his right. Goes towards the forward 50. Ben Taylor wasn't tall enough to get the jump. Now it's scooped up there by Tom Levire. And we have a stalemate again. No, we're out of trouble. The Raiders, if they can get this long kick, not enough blocks, unfortunately. And we're joined by one of the top media men and tipsters, are we? No. Oh, he's just come for his good looks. Dale Smith sitting next to us. There's some trivia for you. So it's back into the forward line of the Highlands. Tapped towards the pocket, scooped up well by Schwennerson. Nyack, he's on both ends of the ground, the North Geelong and Geelong Falcon. Off he goes again. Oh, beautiful run by Cole Hay. You'd see a bit of that at the Belmont Lions, wouldn't you?
Good player, Cole. He can go. It goes all right.
So, Bannockburn, then Belmont Lions, and now Werribee. Good to see so many different clubs, including Corio through the form of Luke Cornwell. He gets his handball back to Sakarakis. This could be his second goal. Unfortunately, from our angle, we can see that it goes straight to the... what's that, a fishing sign? Anyways, it's a minus score, which means the score's, Cog, correct me if I'm wrong, 4-8 to 4-4. Okay, so 4 points the margin.
Played 13 minutes in this vital premiership third quarter here at the Bungaree Recreation Reserve.
And just to the back of the camera, you can see the seniors are ready to do their warm-up. So we got two action-packed games of footy here at the Bungaree Football Reserve. The ball's launched straight for the home league. They'll have a stoppage rather right in front of their goal, and I think they'd be pleased with that effort.
Yeah, they just ruined that opportunity they had then, Central Highlands.
Okay, well, you see, I got the camera angle wrong because I had an optical illusion. I thought that had bounced, so that's all right. Edwards will just get it. Oh, unfortunately, he was outsmarted there by his opponent in Isaac Bowker. And so Central Highlands, through the form of Belan's Lockie Smith, they'll assess, but not as far as Aussie Parrott. Oh, he's got to get a senior debut for Inverleigh soon, Cogs. How good is his performance? And Jai McEwen's. So off they go. They're about 70 out, now 60 out from goal. Bit of a dodgy kick, but it's scooped up by Ben Taylor. He's kicked 1 goal 3. Can he make it 2 goals 3? Puts it on his right. Can it go over? Last line of defence marked by the Highlands. And they could be out of trouble if Bowker can get this mark, which he does. And Lockie Sharp, former Bell Park, now Bannockburn, just give him a little shove just to remind him that's the last he'll be getting in that position. So it's a 2-on-1 for the Raiders and a beautiful, beautiful looking mark by Tristan Hughes. Give us his background with Belmont, Cogs.
Yeah, Tristan's came from the Grovedale Football Club. He's only 16 years of age. He's a bottom age player, and his grandfather played for Richmond with the great late Jack Dyer. So, you know,
well, that's always
got
handy.
a bit of football breeding in him, I believe.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the football breeding, I'm great mates with Aussie Parrott's big brother, and he's got many talents in places other than footy, but Austin's day-to-day, it's just been superb. And just a reminder, Cogs, he was in a neck brace following an incident in a Colts game against Newcombe a fortnight ago, and now here he is, one of the Raiders' best players. Could be the difference at the end of the day with the current 4-point margin. The other Inverleigh player we're highlighting, Jai McEwen, he gets a long kick onto the outer wing. Cadman, the captain from Corio, who's had a sensational start in the seniors this year, couldn't quite get it. Now there could be a few blocks to the Highlanders' advantage. Their talk wasn't up to scratch, so now the Raiders will capitalise. So it's in the middle. Darryl Chesterman, the Western Jet and Werribee Central's junior, puts it out in front of Nyack, his TAC Cup opponent from the Geelong Falcons, and we'll have a throw-in right in front of Spud for all his pavilion. 4 minutes left, Cogsy. What's your crystal ball for the last 4?
Well, I think the GDFL, they need to get a goal here in this last part of the quarter. They're playing pretty good footy. Oh, there's a high one on there from Geordie Edwards, I think, but the umpire says play on. Here's a chance here for McEwen. He goes out with a handball out wide to Titi-Taka. Titi-Taka. He goes towards centre forward, leading onto the ball there. There's the big fella there, and Lukey Cornwall.
There you
out
go.
wide to Tiki-Taka again.
So Nyak's kick. Ben Taylor's under it. I think we'll go with his last name in Nyak, mate.
All right.
I think we'll just have a group decision now and stick with that one. So, Ben Taylor, he's kicked 1 goal, 2 from the set shots, and he's played on. He's listened to
There you go.
Jason Doherty off air, and he's kicked the goal. So there's 2-2 to Ben Taylor, and more importantly, there's 5 goals, 8, which brings us to 38. 4-4, 28. So 10 points the margin, biggest margin the Raiders have had. And if they kick 1 more goal, that'll be the biggest margin of the day.
Yeah, very handy goal kicking into the that end of the ground. There hasn't been many scored up there.
There you go.
Centre.
Cole Ebel's given himself some space off this wing here. He's been superb for Anarchy seniors, but unfortunately, now you've got a few Highlanders capitalising, and they could get a mark right in front of. That could be a goal.
It's bounced through.
Look at that! Sensational stuff.
Cameron Lovick from the Dalesford Football Club.
Look at that. They're celebrating, and you've got the senior team with the photo right in the background. And I tell you what, Cogs, a lot of these players we're calling now, they could be playing senior interleague for their respective regions in the years to come.
My word. Some good talent out here today.
Yep. Also great to see BJ O'Toole in the crowd. He was a talented GDFL junior interleague player in the last couple of years, now at East Geelong. Cole O'Toole, one of the best for the Raiders so far. He's had a quiet third term, but strong first half. And now the Highlanders could get their lead back in a matter of seconds when the kick's taken there by Tommy McGregor from Balan. And it's scooped up again, but not as all. The pressure was brilliant there by Kyle Hay. You'd love to see that with your Belmont Lions hoodie on. And there you go. That will get them the lead. Nah, it's a minor score. So it's gone from 10 points to 4 points to 3 points. You can tell the Centrals, they're ready to come back.
5-5, the Central Highlands, the GDFL on 5-8. Kick in from full back. Mark taken by the GDFL. 19 minutes gone in the third quarter.
So they're doing the quick switch. Got the chip kick. Ebel, he's playing his only junior game for this year, given that Anarchy don't have a Colts side, and he's been doing well. Unfortunately, the kick could not quite get to his target, so we could have a stoppage, or worse yet for the GDFL, we could have Highlands taking it down. Instead, it's scooped up by Hughes. His kick finds a one-on-one contest, and it's now become a 2-on-1. Oh, that is typical Cornwall courage. Just straight at the ball, didn't even mind. So Luke's going to get up. He's going to assess his options. He's got Chesterman. Instead, he goes towards Benny Taylor. Couldn't quite get it. Edwards, kick off the ground. Do something. Sidestep. Oh, too long. And look at that. Darryl Chesterman takes his mouth guard out, starts screaming at him. Not how you go about it, Darryl. And you've given away a 50. Come on. So as our... oh, there's the siren, Cogs. Read the score quick.
Three-quarter time, it's 5-5 to 5-8. It's the GDFL by 3 points at three-quarter time.